The multiverse is real, and portals are being opened. What are you doing to manifest your divine purpose?
It's the Shaman Warrior Network. Ignite the inner flame, catalyst of the change, planting thoughts in your brain. Lift you up off this plane, breathe easy, connect with the...
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Shaman Warrior Network. I'm your host, Shaman Jona, and today we're going to be talking about why it's so important for you to own your life right now. As you may have heard, CERN, which is a European organization for nuclear research, the creator of the Large Hadron Collider, which basically shoots two atoms at each other at immensely fast speeds. They're trying to find the God particle, or pretty much recreate the Big Bang. And in doing so, some speculate that they're also messing with timelines. And quite frankly, I believe them. I believe they're opening portals. And this is why we need to be conscious of what we're doing. So to lay a little foundation for you, CERN just recently reactivated the Large Hadron Collider, which was shut down for upgrades. And I tell you this because a day after, I had one of these crazy Inception-like dreams where you're in a dream, but you're waking up in your dream, like some really crazy stuff. I must have woken up in my dream about 17 different times and thought that it was real life. Every time I woke up, I was like, that wasn't real. And I started to really question what was real, what is reality. It was like I was tripping. It was so crazy. And in one of the instances, my girlfriend even walked up and told me, this is not a paradox. You have to choose one and wake up. And from my discernment and trying to understand the message, I've concluded that I was jumping through timelines. And since I was jumping through timelines, I just can't help but think that it has something to do with that Large Hadron Collider that was activated a day before. And this is a calling for all of us to be conscious of what timeline we want to be living in. As we know, your thoughts and your perspective shape the world that you're living in. You are the conscious creator of your reality. So with that being said, with all of this happening with the timelines and the multiverse being real, because look, Hollywood always throws the truth in our face in the form of entertainment. And what have you been seeing in entertainment recently? A lot of multiverse different movies. You see it with Marvel. You see that with that really awesome movie, Everything Everywhere All at Once. It's all over the place. They're trying to tell you, hey, hello, wake up. Timelines are shifting. Wake up. Portals are opening and the multiverse is real. So with that being said, it's not supposed to be like some end of the world idea. I'm not one of those theorists who think like, oh my God, dark energies are coming, because your thoughts create the world you're living in. If I believe that, then guaranteed that's what's going to happen. What I think is happening with CERN reactivating this Hadron Collider is that timelines are becoming more permeable. We're literally able to touch and shift through other timelines and dimensions that are happening simultaneously with ours. That's why it's so important, because we can manifest the life of our desires so much easier right now, since they're messing with the timelines, and we can do it through quantum jump. We can do it through intentional meditation. We can do it through intentional action, belief, and awareness. I was inspired recently by my beloved to create what is called the evolution of Jona. And basically what that is a laid out understanding of who the evolved Jona is, the Jona of the timeline that I want to be living in. Who is he? I sat down and I wrote down different things that I believe would align to my highest good, align with my dharma, and align with the goodness of all things. And that is what I'm going to share with you. That is what I encourage you to do. And I also encourage that you do some type of quantum jump meditation. If you'd like, leave a comment below. Just put quantum jump and I'll make a whole meditation for you so that we can do a quantum jump together and you can jump into the life that you want to live. Check it out. I just wrote this yesterday, so I don't have it memorized, but I'm going to share it with you, and I'm also going to break down a few parts so that you can understand why I wrote what I wrote. So it starts with Jona is amazing. Jona is compassionate and doesn't project his ego onto people. I wrote this because in order to be a leader, you have to be able to have the empathy to put yourself in other people's shoes, and you also shouldn't be projecting your ego onto others, because that is not how you receive love, and that's not how you're seen. You're not going to be seen by projecting yourself. Jona is aware that nobody is perfect and loves everyone unconditionally. This is so important because you have to be able to meet people where they are. And nobody's perfect. Everybody has work to do. So I have to understand that and love and accept people unconditionally for who they are now. Radical acceptance of the person that you are today. Jona is disciplined and uses every day as a stepping stone to his future. I'd say about 2 or 3 weeks ago, I started getting more disciplined with my life, waking up at 5 a.m. really consistently and meditating and doing what I need to do. I'm studying to get my real estate license, and I'm disciplined in my work. And I make sure I know that what I do today is a stepping stone for tomorrow, is a stepping stone for next year. It's even a stepping stone for 5 years from now. So I keep that in my mind, and I wrote that to remind myself that every day is so important. Your time is super valuable. Jona is grateful for what he has and accepts life as it is. Gratitude is so important. If you are not grateful for what you have, you're living in lack mindset. And if you're living in lack mindset, you won't receive your abundance. You're only going to receive your abundance when you're grateful for everything that you have and you accept life. If you tell life that, no, I don't like how it is, then life won't give you more. Life's going to be like, okay, you don't like how it is? I'm going to wait till you do like and accept what is now before you get more. Jona knows the divine masculine, yet lives in the divine feminine. This is pretty much directly out of the Tao. The Tao Te Ching says, know the masculine, but live in the feminine. And it's so important because the masculine is pretty much the society that we have today. The society we have today is patriarchal, and it puts the man first. But quite honestly, this new shift into the age of Aquarius is a shift into our feminine. It's a shift from living through, really rugged, raw war, and shifting into our heart space and being able to feel, being able to be in our emotions. And that's something that most men are not able to do nowadays. They're really stuck in this mindset that it's not okay to feel. It's not okay to seem weak by processing your feelings. Most times they're like, oh, I don't feel, I don't have to feel. But that's not right. As a male in this life, as a divine masculine, I know that my purpose is to hold space and make sure everyone feels accepted, seen, and loved. And the only way you do that is by honoring your divine masculine, but living in your divine feminine. Jona creates content as authentic self-expression and always speaks his truth. This is why I have the YouTube channel here. This is what I'm trying to inspire you to do, and I really hope that I'm achieving that. I hope you watch these videos and are like, wow, Jona speaks his truth, and everything that he makes is authentic to himself. This is me right here. I put myself on the screen for you so that you can do the same. I want to see you share. I want to see you express yourself. Lack of expression leads to depression. Remember that. Jona has patience and understands that the world doesn't operate on his time. It's very important to understand that, because if you're not patient, you're going to lose opportunities. If you're not patient, you're going to lose relationships. If you're not patient, you're really going to miss out because you're going to want everything like now. But instant gratification is not the way to a truly fulfilled life of happiness and love. The only way you're going to have fulfillment and love and happiness is when you're patient. You're able to sit down and say, yes, universe, my blessings will come. I'm ready to receive them, and I'm here to live life presently as it comes. Jona is an example of living in your purpose. I understand my purpose. My purpose is to be authentically myself and help others ignite the flame. Ignite the inner flame, catalyst of the change. Listen to the opening theme music. That is really something. The song name is called Ignite the Flame. I'm going to drop it as a single because I need you all to understand I live in my purpose, and my purpose is to ignite your flame. I am the catalyst of change. Jona has good hygiene and cares for his vessel. This is so important. I mean, look, everybody, you understand that. Good hygiene and care for vessel. Caring for my vessel means eating right, exercising, not taking drugs that are going to really just detriment my body just because I'm following the trend of recreational escapism. That's not me. I'm evolved past that. I'm not saying that, if you haven't evolved past that you're wrong or that you're living the wrong way. I just know that living in that way is in disrespect or dishonor to my vessel. Jona is constantly evolving and is better every day. This is something that I'm always saying. We are all fluid, our egos are fluid, and we're always ever changing. And you got to understand that you're always going to change, but you should be making sure that that change is to be a better you. And sometimes you do take 5 steps forward and 10 steps back. Let the 10 steps back build grit within you and polish your weapons. If you need some motivation, click right there, watch the motivational video. I'm telling you, this is your life. Own it. Jona practices prayer, journaling, Reiki, and meditation to keep his vibrations high. I mean, that's really exactly what it is right there. I wrote it in there to remind myself that these are my practices to stay aligned. These are my practices to stay with high vibrations. Jona does the work by walking the walk that he talks. I'm really, really big on this. I have a BS detector, and when I see people not walking the walk that they talk, I'm like, you know what? They're probably acting in an inauthentic way to try to get validation or try to be accepted. So I do the work to make sure that whatever I talk, I'm also walking. And if I'm called out by others and they say like, yo, you're not walking the walk that you talk, then I sit down, I do some self-analysis, and I do the work to make sure that I can always show up for myself in the best way possible. Jona is a healthy and effective communicator who holds space for those around him. I've always prided myself to be an effective communicator. Recently, I've found that I'm not as good a communicator as I thought I am, but I'm always getting better. I'm always growing, and the key to communication is listening more than you speak and actually actively listening. And then when you actively listen, you hold space for others, make them feel comfortable to share their truth, and you're able to communicate a lot better when there's trust and the other side believes that you care about what they're saying. That was all the list of the evolution of Jona. I encourage you to also create a list. The evolution of you. What does your evolved version look like? How do you want to be? What practices should you be doing? What mentality should you have? Use this as inspiration. You could even take a few pieces and put it into yours, but also make it unique to you. And really, I encourage you to do it now. This is the time. The Hadron Collider was turned on for a reason. And that's so that whatever your perspective is currently, that's what's going to happen in your life. And it's just a guarantee. Before, we all understood the law of attraction. We all understood that your thoughts create your reality. But now it's like double time. It's double down on the way you live your life. Live intentionally, because whatever it is that you think, whatever it is that you believe is going to happen. So if you believe that you're no good, you believe that you're not enough, then you're not going to make anything with your life. You're not going to amount to what you want to amount to. So if you notice that those are your thoughts currently, do the work. Sit down, think, do the analysis, find out why you believe these things. Go into your childhood, heal yourself, show love to yourself so that you can create a new version of yourself, an evolved version of yourself. Well, thank you so much for watching today's video. I know it was long. If you stayed to the end, I appreciate you. If you didn't stay to the end, I still love you. Make sure you comment below quantum jump if you want me to make a quantum jump meditation so that we can all quantum jump into the timeline that best serves us. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for more content, y'all. I love you so much. Peace.
You're infinitely gifted when you're resonant, not dissonant. The energies I lifting with the melodies I'm giving them. Life is just a work of art, close with no cigar, shine your light into the dark.